say whenever this happens to follow the animals.
What about it?
They go into higher grounds.
But that's way too many. Why is there so many? Are those deer? What the fuck?
Bro.
What? Yo. Yeah, that is deer. You gotta pay attention to the fucking animals. When shit like that happens with animals, something's about to happen, and that is not normal. And don't you dare come on my fucking page and say this shit is normal. You don't know what it's like to hunt deer. Not that many fucking deer and boars are right next to each other ever. And don't you say they're just migrating. That's not migration. What the fuck is going on? It's coming. I keep telling you.
It's coming.
Still going on.
Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. This video caught my attention. Looked like an avalanche of animals, different boars, you call deers, buffalo, cattle, whatever you want to call them, but there's all sorts of wildlife that seems to be running from some particular event. Okay, now, like the guy said in the video, that's not normal to see an avalanche of animals rushing to get out of Dodge for whatever is coming on or whatever is taking place. These animals are picking up on some type of cosmic signals, man. You know, because see, the Most High, like it tells you, he communicates with the animals. And basically, the scriptures go into basically, hey, you can learn from the ants. You know, you can learn from grasshoppers. You can learn from different animals and to study their trends as to how when things manifest, animals are receptive to it because they're closer to, how can I say it? They're more receptive to spiritual things, meaning because they're animals, they're off instinct versus humans, you know. We're totally calcified by all this technology, the foods, the water, the pollutants in the air. So basically, man's cognitive abilities and his clairvoyance is pretty much tainted unless the spirit has tapped into your mindset. But animals, they are in sync with one with Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And this reminds me of an aspect of when the ark was being built. Noah called 2 and 2 by each kind to enter the ark because the Most High told him he was going to bring a flood. Okay, I believe he said within 7 days, the Lord was going to bring it, and then he was going to destroy all living life outside of the ones that enter the ark. So something big is coming. Like I said, I don't know what's the story behind the video, but just from a spiritual aspect, you can kind of see that these animals are picking up on some type of event, and they're running to cover. They're running for cover. Okay, you can kind of peep that as to when the flood came. All the animals that was pretty much on land, they died because, that's how the Lord set it up. You know, so this is very spiritual, especially out of all the prophecies, all the hell that's been breaking loose, all the judgment, the storms, you know, like we briefly mentioned, Hurricane Ian that hit the coast of Florida in the southwest and in the southeast states, okay, and went inland. But it's a lot of judgment out there, man. I mean, you literally got sharks swimming in neighborhoods, man, alligators in people's homes. You know, it's crazy. And we're not even scratching the surface as the signs that the Most High has been showing us. But yet, what does Jake do? Jake is so complacent and so blinded by their everyday folly to the point they're not even seeing these things that we're reporting on. Because in their mindset, oh, it happens. You know, I won't be here, or if it happens, I'll deal with it as it comes. No, the time to prepare for judgment and repentance is now. You know, but that's Jake. They wait to the last minute when they have no way out, when they can't engage in their folly, when they can't do their wickedness, and when their lives are totally shut down. This is when they try to seek the Lord. But the Lord said, in that day they should seek me early and will not be able to find me. So all you that's playing games that know about this understanding, but yet you want to wait off, you want to hold this off until the Lord take that fucking rug from under your feet. That's when you people gonna want to get in line. It's gonna be too late, because it says in the day of thy power, thy people should be willing. Okay. So anyway, this is the book of Genesis, 7th chapter, and I'm gonna start at verses 4. It says, matter of fact, let's start here. Start at 1. This is a whole long chapter, but we're gonna get through it. Gonna skim around a little bit, but this is Genesis 7:1. It says, and Yahweh said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee I have seen righteous before me in this generation. Okay, because out of all the wicked generation, Noah was the righteous. Okay, and the ones he saved at that time was of the election at that time, because the Lord knew that he was getting ready to kill these people because of their freaking wickedness, man. Okay, and right now another flood is coming in the form of nuclear fire, but before then you're gonna have riots, you're gonna have martial law, you're gonna have earthquakes in different places, pestilence, famines, shutdowns, more pestilence, okay, more riots, more insurrections, government shutdowns, economic collapses, okay, the transition of the dollar, you know, more murder, more killing, more abnormal things that's going to manifest itself in the days we live in soon. And it says, of every clean beast thou should take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean 2 by 2. Okay, so yeah, he was take the unclean 2 by 2 and a clean by 7. Okay, with 7 is a completion. It says a male and his female, which shows you it was only 2 sexes. It says the fowls of the air by 7s, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. But yet for 7 days will I cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made would I destroy from off the face of the earth. So you better believe when the waters was ascending upon the earth, you better believe that it was all types of chaos on the planet Earth, man. All types of calamities and so forth, man. People are panicking. People are getting to the highest pinnacle. Okay, animals are running. They're hiding. They're wailing. They're screaming. Because, hey, the animals are in tune with the spirit world, man. Okay, a lot of times if you have some type of cosmic disturbances, animals are the first ones that pick up on it. You know, like with solar eclipses, etc. And you notice animals, they're very receptive to the signs on the planet Earth. You know, when they start acting out of whack, then that's how you know something is up. But, you know, humans or men or mankind, they don't know what the hell is going on, man. You know, they're not hip to the spiritual things that the Lord is showing. And this is why the Most High sets up prophets to warn you people. But yet you turn a blind eye to what we're saying. You know, you choose to want to live out the rest of your days on this wicked planet with no repentance. When the Lord told us we came over here to Babylon the Great as a punishment, man. Now, we're not saying you can't enjoy things in life, but if your whole life is set on being comfortable and of mirth, then you ain't in the right spirit. Because what happens when there's no more mirth? You know, what happens? You're going to fall for the okie doke. You know? But anyway, reading on, it says, and Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the floods of water came upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark because of the waters of the flood, and of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of the fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. Okay, so everything. So when you look at this video, hey, the beasts, everything that creepeth upon the earth, okay, beasts, cattle, mammals, okay, insects, whatever it may be. And how Shai destroyed it all, but he's had a certain remnant of these things that he took so he can repopulate everything. Because through the spirit, you know, things that died, they are reincarnated. Okay. But anyway, it says of clean beasts and beasts that are not clean, and of fowls and everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2 into Noah, into the ark, the male and female, as the Most High have commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, in the 17th day of the month, the same days were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the waters of the heavens were open, and the windows of the heavens were open, because they never heard of rain before. It hadn't rained up until this point, okay, because they had what they call a dew, or mist that watered the earth. Like those summer days, man, when we were kids, you wake up in the morning and you can understand why the grass is wet and there's no particular rain that previous night, because you had a dew and a mist that pretty much it wets the earth, and it kind of it comes upon the earth, man. It was like a dew. It's kind of almost like the earth has its own natural sprinkler systems, like when people put sprinklers in the grass to keep the water, to keep the grass green and the waters. Well, we actually have that naturally in a form called dew, okay, due to precipitation and humidity and so forth. Okay, the earth is its own little ecosystem, and it all works in unison when everything is being ran by the law, statutes, and commandments. But the commandments aren't being pushed, so therefore you have what they call genetically modified weather. Okay, when they're cloud seeding, spreading moisture in the clouds are creating what do you call those artificial clouds, and they're bringing in these unnatural storms. So yeah, man, Esau Edom has to be taken out of power, because clearly he doesn't know how to manage the planet Earth. Everything is out of whack, including man and woman. But it says, and the rains was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the same self day entered Noah and Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. And then every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth into the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, and every bird after every sort. Now, people question this and say, well, how the hell was he able to do X, Y, and Z? Well, hey, everything is possible with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Everything is possible. Okay? And you got people that try to overthink things, but it's straightforward if you have the spirit, But it says here, and the flood was upon the earth. Matter of fact, nope. It says, and they went into Noah into the ark, and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh. It didn't say 162 different genders. It said male and female of all flesh. Because every species, there's a male counterpart and a female counterpart. All right. And it's something that this devil is trying to do away with, man. Okay. And it says here, and that's the Most High had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. Okay, so the Most High shut the ark. So once he shuts it, there's no opening back up. And the reason why I said that the Most High shut the ark is because, Noah, merciful as he was, man, coming in the spirit of the man of the Lord after him, we're merciful men. We'll fuck around and let some people in that don't have our best interests, man. No, that's why the scripture said that the Lord had to put his anger on us, because we can't be angry enough, man. Like us as men of the Lord, we've taken a lot of unnecessary abuse from people. Okay, a lot of unnecessary disrespect. And we still continue to have an open arm to a bunch of wicked ass jakes, man. When the Most High like, nah, squad, that these people ain't worth it. So you see why the Most High has to put his anger on us? Because if it was up to us, everybody be getting on the goddamn ark, or they be feel some type of way about, But it says here, the Lord shut him in, and the flood was upon 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth, man. That had to be straight up horrifying, man. All that water, no land around you. It says, and the waters prevailed, and they were increasingly great upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered, meaning that the highest pinnacles, the highest mountains, the Lord covered it up, man. And word through the grapevine, man, is, I believe, I don't know if it's the Rocky Mountains or it may be the Rocky Mountains, or I believe that like the precipitation of the mountains, you still have like a water vapor, or like what do you call it? Basically have a water system and some type of water vapor within that area, that the mountains, there's still a leaking water due to the flood, man. That's what Esau has discovered. Like when you go to the mountains and shit, like to the Rockies and so forth, when you go up high into the caves, you can still see water dripping. They claimed that that's from the flood thousands of years ago, because the waters was that high above the earth, above the tallest mountain. Now how true that is, I don't know, but it makes sense, that the waters were ascended that high upon the earth. But it says here, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh that moved upon the earth, and all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both fowl, of cattle, and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Every man, in whose nostrils was the breath of life, all that was in dry land died. Okay? So, hey, these animals, man, they're running for cover. They're doing something. Now, to what, we don't know, but you can speculate through the spirit. They can sense impending danger. Okay, because, I mean, they getting up out of there. You know, unless they're getting ready to, unless it's some forest fire. But usually, in that aspect, they've been out of there. But no, man, they look like they hopping a jet out of there because, hey, something is communicating with them. You know, telling them, like, look, man, shit is finna go down. They're just off animal instinct. They know because they're more in tune with nature, man. Okay? So, anyway, verse 23, it says, and a living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both men and cattle and creeping things and the fowls of heaven. And they were, hold on, Salaki, I gotta sneeze. Oh, shit, Salaki, my allergies, man. But it says, and they were destroyed from the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and they that were in the ark, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Damn. 150 days, man. Okay. So, hey, how about Shem Hawashai? It's getting ready to bring mass judgment. Okay, because you people, you wicked. You haven't had faith in the Lord. You've been playing the Lord. So now he's getting ready to play you. All right. So this is the book of Job 12 and 7. It says, but ask now of the beast, and they should teach thee, okay? And that's the point. Watch the animals, they teaches you, man. Like the 5 deadliest styles of Kung Fu. You got Lotus, you got Mantis, you got the Tiger style, you got the Crane, and you got the Monkey Fist, okay? Which are some of the most prolific animals and creatures on the earth, right? But how do you think they learn those martial arts? Okay, like the whole snake style of Cobra. They watch snakes, man. Same thing with the monkey martial arts, the Kung Fu. All right, the primal type, you know, you got the tiger, and then you got the crane. You know, they watch these particular animals, and they formed it into an art. You know, like if you look at cats and so forth, they appear to do jujitsu because when they wrestle, they take downs and shit. Hey, these animals, they have fighting styles, and this is what they model a lot of martial arts out of, man. You know? Interesting concept. But it says, but now acts of the beast, and they should teach thee in the fowls of the air, and they should tell thee. And they're telling you of impending danger. All right, because the Lord, he communicates through different signals. Animals, the weather, okay, the sun and the moon, okay, from the different solar events, the prophets, you know. And that's just to name a few ways that the Lord communicates through angels, etc. You know, where it says, or speak, it says, in the fowls of air, and they should tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it should teach thee, and the fishes of the sea should declare unto thee. But who knoweth not all these things, that the hand of the Lord have wrought this, okay? And that's the point, man. And these animals know that, and this is the reason why they fleeing. But you people, hey, you going to get caught off guard, man. Majority of you. And it says, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind. Do not the ear try the words, and the mouth taste his meat. And with the ancient is wisdom, and in the length of days is understanding. But with him is wisdom and strength, and he have the counsel and understanding. Okay, so, amen. This understanding of this wisdom, knowledge, and truth, and watching these prophecies, man, we're preparing our minds and our spirits in order to undergo this hell that's getting ready to take place. Because, hey, it's time to buckle in, man, and lock in, like the elders were saying from Dallas. It's time to lock in and really be about what you're about. Because these people, man, they ain't tapping into the spirit. Or they tapping into a spirit, but it's not the right spirit. And this is the worst time to depart away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I don't care what you think you may know, how much money you think you have, how much of a bright future you think you may have. This is the wrong time to walk away from the Lord, man. But that's our people, you know. So this is the book of Isaiah 22:5. It says, for this is a day of trouble and of treading down and of perplexity by the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the valley of decision, breaking down the walls and of crying into the mountains, man. Okay, because the Lord is going to judge these cities, these governments, these principalities, etc. All right, and this word goes into confusion, perplexity, confounding. All right, so let's look up the word here. Perplexity. In a formal theory, perplexity is a measurement of how well probability Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Confusion, complexity, inability to deal with understanding something complicated or unaccountable or an entangled state. Okay. Complication, intricacy, problem, difficult, dilemma. Okay. Bewilderment, confusion. Because like when you look at the waves in the ocean, man, that's perplexity right there. That's all over the place. And that's the mindset that the people are going to be in when the judgment comes, because, you know, they wasn't paying attention to the signs and they were scoffing the men of the Lord as usual. You know, people think we're jokes, man. They don't take us seriously. They will. I can bet you that you people, you're going to take us seriously in a little while. Okay? You're going to take us seriously. I have no doubt about that. So most of you know about us, but yet, you know, you choose to continue to be blind until it's time not to be blind no more. But the Lord ain't gonna have no favor in you in that day. Okay? So Luke 21:25, it says, and there should be sign in the suns and in the moons and in the stars, and with upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity. Okay, we just broke down the definition. The sea and the waves roaring. Okay, men's hearts failing them for fear and looking after those things which are coming upon the earth, and for the powers of heaven should be shaken, man. Okay, and we're seeing that. You're seeing these celebrities getting broken down. The elites are running scared. They're running for bunkers. Okay, you see signs in the heavens, crazy weather. Okay, a video we just looking at now with the animals in perplexity and so forth. And it says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay, so call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom and the Bible Ball.
What about it?
They go into higher grounds.
But that's way too many. Why is there so many? Are those deer? What the fuck? Bro. What? Yo. Yeah, that is deer. You gotta pay attention to fucking animals. When shit like that happens with animals, something's about to happen, and that is not normal. And don't you dare come on my fucking page and say this shit is normal. You don't know what it's like to hunt deer. Not that many fucking deer and boars are right next to each other ever. And don't you say they're just migrating. That's not migration. What the fuck is going on? It's coming. I keep telling you.
It's coming.
Still going on.